Yo, what is good YouTube? It is your boy Make America Lit, back with another NBA 2K24 video, and in today's video I have another episode of Rare Builds for you guys. As you can see on your screen, in today's episode we are going to be creating a two-way point power forward. Yes, that is a mouthful to say, but you know what I'm saying? This is just a build that I was messing around with, trying to see, how I could tweak this build to make this a little bit better from the regular point power forward build that we had on the channel. So with that being said, let's jump into the build. Now obviously you have to make this build at the power forward position, otherwise you won't get the name point power forward. Height, weight, and wingspan is totally up to your discretion. I went 6'8", 228 with the 7'6" wingspan, just to make sure that we have like really good defense for that two-way part of the build. Now obviously if you want better offense, if you want better strength or rebounding and stuff like that, you can go up on the weight. The wingspan is maxed out. You can go up on the weight or whatever if you want better defense and stuff like that, or you could go lower on the weight if you want to be quicker or faster. This is just what I went because I felt like it was balanced. You got decent height, you got decent weight, and you have a good wingspan to help you with rebounding the ball and whatnot. Now, with that being said, let's jump into the attributes. Now, these are attributes that I went with. I went with the 80 driving layup. There is no driving dunk on this build. And, I go back and forth with builds with driving dunk and builds without driving dunk, just driving layup. And with what I wanted to do with this build was I wanted to be so well-rounded defensively that I had to give up the drive and dunk on this build. But if you go down on the defense you can end up, if you like take the block down, the defensive rebound, all of that stuff down some, perimeter and interior defense down some, you can throw that into your drive and dunk, bring your layup down to like a 75 and then get you like a 70-ish drive and dunk. But me personally, I wanted to be more well-rounded defensively. I wanted this build to be able to guard on the perimeter and in the paint. I wanted to be able to rebound. I wanted to be able to chase down, block people. I wanted to be able to play defense in the post and not just get drop stepped over and over and over again and stuff. So that's what I had to give up. I had to give up the drive and dunk. We do have an 80 layup with a 60 close shot. We have a 50 drive and dunk, which is enough to dunk the ball on fast break. So when you're open, you can catch some lobs. You got gold aerial wizard. You'll be able to catch lobs and stuff too. But you ain't going to be dunking on nobody. You're not going to be dunking in traffic like that. You're not going to be catching bodies or posters. So, it's give and take, when it comes to, what you can and can't do with this build. Moving on to the shooting, we have a 72 mid-range with a 76 three ball and an 83 free throw. Now, the 83 free throw is going to be more than enough to hit our shots. Now, usually I try to go high on the free throw so that way when that defensive three transition take foul comes into play, those are extra points that we get to, get on our build because we're going to be shooting a free throw. And we're also going to be building our takeover and stuff faster. But with this, I just wanted to have enough free throw where I can knock down my free throws when I do get fouled. You're not going to really be too much in the paint. The paint is going to be, a final option. If they're chasing you off the three-point line, they're not letting you get your, mid-range pull-up or whatever, then bam, you'll have that 80 driving layup where you could go down low. And if you get fouled, now you'll be able to make your free throws. We have a 76 three ball and a 72 mid-range, which is going to give us that silver midi magician. And then you see the badges that we're going to have, mostly silver and bronze, but if you have your hot spots, your lethal spots or whatever, and, you take good open look shots, you can, shoot lights out. I have a build with a 76 three ball, and I have a build with a 79 three ball on my lockdown, and I shoot well over 60%. I'm shooting like 68% with the 79 three ball, and I think I'm shooting like 63 or 64% with the 76 three ball. Now, obviously, you're not me. I'm not you. You might be able to shoot 70 or 80% with the 76 three ball. You might shoot 50 or 40%. What I'm telling you is that if you're a good shooter and, you take smart shots, you will still be able to shoot lights out. If you're a poor shooter, then you're going to shoot poorly regardless of what your attributes are, regardless of what your badges are. So do keep that in mind. Yes, it does matter, but you got to also have the mechanics and know your jump shot, know the jump shot cue, know the release cue for when you should let go of the button and release the ball and stuff. So all of that matters too. It's not just, oh, I got a 93 ball, oh, I got a 95 three ball, I should be able to knock down shots. That's not the case in NBA 2K24. So again, I know people see that 70 and they kind of get worried, or they kind of think, oh, I don't know about this. Trust me, if you can shoot with an 80 or an 85, You know, the 85 is really what I base my a lot of my builds on. At first it was 92, then I went back down to 85, 86, and once I seen I was able to hit with 85, 86, 85 been my baseline. And the lower you put your 3-point rating, the more that you can do with your build. Same thing with you taking the drive and dunk down. When you take that drive and dunk away from your build, now you have a lot more attribute points to do more things with your build, making your build much more versatile, making your build much more better. So that's why I'm like, well, you know, if you go down on the three, you know, you could do a lot more. You know, instead of going 92 or 96 three ball, go 86, go 85. You know what I'm saying? Go 83 or 82. You know, if you can go 78, 79, go down there and then put that into steals or perimeter or whatever, you know, just making your build a little bit better. Now, moving on to playmaking, we do have an 86 pass accuracy, 85 ball handle, and 75 speed with ball. Now, these are the one things I wouldn't really tweak because you do want to get that point power forward name. And in order to get that point power forward name, you got to have pretty good playmaking, you know, because that's what make you the point. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be running the offensive stuff. 87 pass accuracy is more than enough. You got that bronze bailout. You see all the badges that you're going to get. Silver dimer, needle threader, touch passer, all of those good things. You know, gold, special delivery. The only badge you're not going to have is post playmaker. And that's only because we're not going to have post control or offensive rebound on this build. Which, you know, I'll explain that later when we get, you know, or I could explain it now. This build, you're really going to be spacing the floor. You're not going to really be going down low too much. You don't have standing dunk. You don't have driving dunk. You don't have offensive rebound. So you're not going to really be trying to go in the paint on you know, offensive side of things. You're going to really be spacing the floor. And that's if you don't have the ball in your hand. If you have the ball in your hand, then obviously you're going to be running the point, running the offense, trying to get your teammates a good open look, a la, you know, Jokic, but you're not going to really be, you know, trying to bang down low or anything like that with this build. So offensive rebound, post playmaker, you're not going to really get much out of it. I mean, you could out of the post passing like Jokic, but outside of that, like to catch a rebound, offensive board, and then pass it out and get the boost for that, you're not going to have too many opportunities for that. So that's why I didn't go with putting anything for to get post playmaker. But it is an underrated badge, especially if you have an inside build where you're going to be banging down low, getting offensive boards a lot. That is a really key badge, but not on this type of build. 85 ball handle, you know, silver unpluckable. We made sure that we was able to get silver blow by and silver speed booster, as well as gold physical handles and silver handles for days. You're going to be able to put the ball on the floor. You see that gold ankle breaker, all of that good stuff. You're going to be able to put the ball on the floor. And most likely when you get matched up at the 4 and sometimes even the 5, you're going to have that mismatch on offense where the center or the power forward can't guard you. Most bigs aren't putting perimeter defense or anything like that on their builds, super high speed either. So they're not going to be able to guard you on the perimeter, which is going to give you that mismatch on offense. But then you also have that advantage on defense because you have really good defensive stats too. So they're going to think, oh, well, he's cooking me on offense, but guess what? I'm going to cook him on offense too because I'm bigger than him. I'm stronger than him. I'm going to be able to bully him down low. And then they're going to find out they're not going to be able to do that because while you have really good defensive stats as well too, you got a 74 interior defense with bronze post lockdown, silver anchor. You have an 87 perimeter defense, so you're going to be able to clamp all of that shit on the perimeter. You see all your badges going to be silver or gold on the perimeter. Then you have an 85 steal, which means they can't even dance on you because if they try to dribble, you're going to reach. You got silver gloves, silver right stick ripper, which stacks, and you have silver interceptor to play those passing lanes and those alley-oops, snatching that shit out the sky. You have an 87 block with silver chase down, silver anchor, silver pogo stick, so you'll be able to get those blocks and make people miss with that anchor badge as well. And then you have a 73 defensive rebound to round out the build. Now, obviously, it's not the greatest rebounding attribute, but you're not going to really be the main rebounder on this build. It's a power forward build, so you're looking to play the 4, and, you know, sometimes if you got to move to the 5, I guess you'll have to, you know, just rely on boxing out and being in good positioning, but this is mainly a 4 build. So you're not going to be the main rebounder, but you're going to be able to box out. You're going to be able to rebound when your center is boxing out there big as well too. Then we have an 81 speed for the physicals, obviously chase down artist, hyperdrive, and speed booster. 73 acceleration, pretty much all silver badges with that 73 acceleration, triple strike, spot finder, slippery off ball. You have a 74 strength, which is going to get you bulldozer. It's going to get you silver fearless finisher, bronze immovable enforcer, bronze brick wall, bronze post lockdown. You see what I'm saying? So you're gonna have a nice amount of badges that you aren't gonna be too shabby. You're not gonna be getting hoarse. You're not gonna be getting baby constantly because you have good defensive stats with decent physicals as well too. We have a 75 vertical, helping us get that silver chase down artist, that gold area wizard in silver Poco state. And then we have a 95 stamina around the build out, which is going to help us get silver handles for days. We're also going to have silver 94 feet. So if you do, you know, depending on what your lineup is, if you're playing pro-am and whatnot, or you're playing squad work with friends, you can press the ball and full court press if you need to, because you are going to have silver 94 feet. You're also going to have gold workhorse, which is going to help with picking up those steals and whatnot as well too. And then of course, when we create our build, you will see the shades of, which we have in the shades of Andre Karolinko, defensive mastermind, Jalen Williams, and of course Kawhi Leonard. So that should tell you that we really are two-way if AK-47 and Kawhi the Claw is our shades of. And then of course you see our build name. We have built a two-way point power forward. So there you have it. This is my two-way point power forward build for NBA 2K24. It's been your boy Make America Lit. Please be sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe for more NBA 2K24 content. And of course, more rare builds like this. I'm out, y'all. Peace.